I have come again to the last episode of the week. This is Senatana PM on episode 121. I'm here to conclude the lesson of the week, hoping the fact that we have learned a lot this week. But today I'm simply just coming to conclude with the last angle of life, the angle of a chance. So unless you do something, nothing that will change. On Ecclesiastes 11 verse 6 says, sow your seed in the morning, and at the evening let your hands not to be idle, for you do not know which will succeed, whether this or that, or whether both will do equally well. So that's what you can know, you can understand. So, in other words, never stop learning as a person. Never stop learning as a person. It does not matter how many times you have failed. We are people who are failing every day when we do things, but we do not quit. All people who are great today, if you can ask them how many times they have fallen, they will tell you that, hey, we have fallen for many times. But to reach here we are, it has cost us a lot. So in other words, don't never stop learning. So when the word of God that says that sow your seed in the morning and at the evening, in other words, you are not even sure by yourself on whether the seed you are sowing it will germinate or not. It's either the seed which you have sowed in the morning can germinate or not, and the other one which you have sowed in the evening, sometimes it can germinate or not, but you are not even sure. So similar applies to planning. Sometimes you can plan things which will never work, and it does not mean you have to stop planning. If plan A fail, come up with plan B. You will see that it will end up working. So in other words, the failure of one plan, it does not mean failure to all planning. Try this and that is the sign to show that you are making a move. So, we have got people who are doing nothing. So if you are doing nothing, expect nothing. But those who attempt to do something, then they fail. Even other people are seeing or are watching that this person is trying, but it's not working. You see, we are trying also here as a channel. Yes, of course, those who can blame will never lack, for they will be there. But what I like about each and everything that I'm doing is just that I am trying. And the way I am trying, one day it will materialize. So in other words, let us keep on sowing. So a seed, a plan is like a seed. A seed, when you are planning to do something, it's like you are having a seed. Because each and every plan, when it materializes, it benefits you in return. A seed, when you sow it on the ground, it germinates and gives you the fruits. So similar applies like that. So you ask yourself, what do you want? In other words, when you are alone, sometimes avoid to be in the midst of the group. I hope and I believe that you have learned a lot when Prophet Mashafo taught about that. Sometimes you have to avoid a group of people and stay alone so that you can hear God talking. So when you are alone, that's where you can find quality time to hear an inner voice on what does it say. Sometimes you have to listen to God on what is my original purpose for me to be here on earth. As much as you have to know that there is no person who has come on earth for nothing. There is a purpose you are here on earth to fulfill. So sometimes if you have planned all things, then you fail. Ask God that, God, what was your plan about my life? What am I born to do? What I was born to do. Actually, lead me towards what you have planned me to achieve in this land of the living. Sometimes create quality time alone and ask God this kind of question. And I hope and believe that God will respond you. It's either through dream, God will respond you. It's either through the soft voice. It's either through someone else who will come and tell you, maybe a prophet or whatsoever. But I'm telling you that if you can ask yourself this kind of question, for God will come and tell you on what kind of a purpose are you here on earth to fulfill. In other words, you are not a waste material. You are here on earth to fulfill something. And sometimes you may arrive into that kind of thinking that I am useless, I'm so whatsoever. Why? Because when sometimes you are facing difficulties in life, you may come up to the thinking or to the thought where you think that I am useless and there is no way I will go with life because I'm trying this and that and I am failing. So I am here to encourage you that be revived. Be revived. I'm giving you the message of revitalizing your spirit. So, have a plan first. Money will follow the plan. We call it a vision. So planning while you have money on hand, we call it management. So life does not need managers, but it needs leaders to open a way for the managers to manage. So thinking about to bring a change is not easy because that lifestyle exposes you to opposition and other critical challenges. And don't forget that each and every challenge that you encounter as a person, it is providing growth. That is the reason when we say that you are responsible, you are matured, challenges are responsible on shaping you towards that. So this is what you must know. So there are some factors about life here. So in life we rise and fall for good. You see, we rise and fall for good. In life we take hard decisions that favors our future outcomes, not what others think of us. So there is time to listen to others, but there is time to listen to yourself. That is the reason I was talking about an inner voice. And take that of yourself. So system of pleasing other people is too primitive. Think on what you want to do before you go to the grave. So it does not go by years, but it goes by how you think and what do you want to achieve, which will make you respectable at the end of the day. So that's the simple and short encouragement which I am simply just giving it to you out there, that don't despise yourself. You are still so important and we still need you. And I know that out of that fall, out of that pitfall, out of that discouragement, out of that disappointment, you will rise up until when you meet or you reach the higher height of success, as long as you keep on following the teachings of Sir Nedzana PM here on a light mentoring program, including the teachings of some other guest speakers. If you can apply them each and every day, I'm telling you that you will be somewhere in life. Up until when we meet next week on the very same episode 122, hoping the fact that you are following. So please share and subscribe to these teachings, because we just want also to help other people, not you alone. So it is good to share these things so that it can also help others who are outside there willing to partake the same as you are learning with. I thank you very much.